everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hildy and I am Pink Plants Lady. Today I'm doing a video of the planner slash notebooks that I used in 2025. So just kind of a review, and then I'm going to let you guys know whether or not I plan to go forward to use them in 2026. So first, a little sip of my Café de Olla. So good. And I use the instant Nescafe, makes Café de Olla. And I was happy to learn when I went to visit my family that in Mexico that they buy the Nescafe also. So very few people make it from scratch, which you usually make it in a clay pot and you brew the coffee and you add cinnamon and I don't know what else they add to it. It has a really good flavor. And you normally just sweeten it with piloncillo, which is kind of like brown sugar, and then enjoy. No milk. You don't add milk to Café de Olla. All right, so let's talk about notebooks. So in 2025, one of the things that I really need is lists. I make a lot of lists, and because of that, I found this, I guess it's like a steno notebook at Home Goods. I'm terrified that they are not going to have it anymore, so I'm going to go back and look. It's made by a company called Wit and Delight, so I might go and see if I can find their web page or something if I don't find it again at Home Goods. Anyway, like I said, it is a steno style, which is, you know, coil at the top and just are perforated, which is kind of cool, so you don't have to worry about tearing it off and stuff like that. So anywho's, I make a lot of lists and I have been using it for notes on whatever I'm writing. And then where's my latest list? I know I just wrote some lists yesterday. I love making lists. I don't know where my lists are from yesterday. Maybe they're up here. Oh, here they are. So I make a lot of lists for work, personal stuff, and stuff that I have to put together. Yeah, I'm a list maker. I have always been a list maker. And so I like having my list all in one place. I don't tear them out because I always find, sorry about that, my voice is early in the morning. I always find myself going back to double check certain things. So yes, this is my, I guess I would call it my brain dump notebook. All right, and yes, I will be using this in 2026. I still have a lot of pages left. I've used like this many, this many, and so I have a lot left, so plenty enough that should last me through next year. The second thing that I incorporated into my life in the last 5 or 6 months has been my traveler's notebook. This is the personal size, and I use it. This is the one that I carry in my purse. I had a little tiny one that I used for a little bit. It's by Sterling Ink, and it's the Common Planner. It is tiny. I think it's smaller than passport size, but I did use this for quite a few months, but I wanted to be able to add other things. And although it does have some notebook pages in the back, I don't know, I found this cute and fun, but not really something that I looked for. I always just threw it in my purse and carried it around because I thought it was cute. So the jury is still out on this one, if I will carry it forward to 2026. If I do, it'll only be because it's cute, which I have been known to do that. But this one I definitely use and carry in my purse. It's a cover made by Chick Sparrow. I think they're still in business. I will double check. And I have my inserts are from So Much Crafting, and they are out of business. So I found another company that I will be getting inserts from. But anywho's, in the front I have my schedule. As you can see, I do use it. More lists. So I use it. This is this week, but yeah, I use it. Definitely very used, and all kinds of stuff tucked in here. In the second notebook, I have a lists, and I have to look for an insert where I can make more lists. So Yeah, this is where I keep my to-dos that I carry with me. And some of these are a duplicate of the other list book, but this is mostly all personal stuff. It's not work stuff, because unless I need to add work stuff, usually I don't. But I add like my Christmas gift list, my videos that I plan to make list. Yeah, but most of it is things to do. And then in the third little booklet, it's just a blank notebook. And this one I just use for little journaling while I'm out and about if I'm bored. This is a doodle I made. I just like to kind of play in here and pretty much do whatever. Sometimes I do travel journaling. Sometimes it's just like, this is me taking my daughter to the ER, and just different things that I do. I like to journal about things, you know. So yeah, I use it for this and that or wherever, whatever. I just like journaling or making notes about different things, and I like to have this with me so that I can do that. And then the last one is a blank one that I will be filling out next, and this is something I will definitely be taking with me into 2026, no question. The next book or planner I'm gonna go, since I'm doing notebooks first, the next notebook that I will or have been using, this one I purchased in April of 2025, so earlier this year, but I didn't really use it that much. I couldn't think of really what to use it for or stuff like that. And then I'm like, well, duh, it's a traveler's notebook. Let's use it for travel. So I've only recently started using it. So like I said, I got it in April. So this actually bought it at the Little Craft Fest. And this is made by Lael by Mail. And don't worry about this coupon code. It doesn't work. It expired and I didn't get to use it. But yeah, so here I am doing travelers, only about travels. And sometimes I write a lot. Don't judge me for taking this Starbucks gift card. Went to Mexico, so I just kind of write, you know, journal about travel. So yeah, different travels I've done and a little bit of journaling. So this one I just started using in April, and whenever I am going to travel, I will be journaling in this one. So definitely will be taking this with me into 2026. The next three things are my planners that I used in 2025. My catch-all was my Hemlock and Oak A5 planner, vertical. And I love this planner. It reminds me a lot of the Hobonichi, which is why I got it. But the paper is thicker. But I didn't really get too fat. And I only have 1 month to go, so, but the binding did tear a little bit. Just a little. Which normally my bindings tear into pieces. My Hobonichis always fall apart. It's part of the fun. And yeah, so I use this pretty religiously every week for the entire year. I can't do a total, flip through, because there's a lot of personal data in here. But as you can see, I never skipped a week, and I always, let's see if I decorate it. Yeah, I decorate it a lot. I enjoy decorating it. And so the only thing I did not enjoy about this is that the cover is a hardcover, and I do not like hardcovers. I prefer soft covers. But other than that, it's a really good planner. It does not have but a few pages in the back for journaling or note taking, which of course I used to make some lists, but yeah, I didn't really use it a lot. So I did use like the overviews and plans for the following month areas a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's a good planner, but I will not be using this planner in 2026. You will find out what planner I am using in 2026 in another video. All right, so the next planner that I used this year was the Vertical Happy Planner. I got this cover from Etsy, and I will look up the shop and put it down below. She has some really pretty covers. I'm trying to make sure I didn't make this myself, but no, I didn't make this one. I bought it. Okay, so the vertical, I mean, this is a horizontal happy planner, and you guys are very familiar with this one because I used it on this channel to do my memory planning. This one I love because, I don't know, I never really used a horizontal before for an entire year. And I just have to tell you guys, I have really enjoyed and had a lot of fun planning in this one. And I will be using this one in 2026 for memory planning. And in a follow-up video, you will see the new one. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And again, this is a happy planner, horizontal. I don't know if they call them A5s. They call it something, the 7x9 anyway. I think it's 7x9. It looks bigger, but I think that's what it is. Another one that I will be, or used the entire year, I had to add expander discs to this one. It's the vertical happy planner. Now let me zoom out on this one. I should have zoomed out for the other one. I don't know. Anyway, this one is what I used for memory planning, and it is from Keleva Plan. Did I say it was a happy planner? It's not. The cover is from Happy Planner, but the book itself is from Keleva Plan. And yes, this one was very much loved and used. Look at my pretty daughter. Isn't she adorable? Totally did not skip 1 week in here. I am pretty anal about filling every single week. I don't like skipping weeks and stuff like that. It just bugs me. So if I skip a week, I will go back and fill it up. But this is after the pen, which you guys don't get to see much about. In this planner, you get to see me decorate it, but you usually don't see it after the pen. I will be doing a flip through video of this one and the horizontal one. So stay tuned for that. So this one, I am on the fence about it because of the planners that I have chosen for 2026. But now looking at it, of course, I'm like, oh, how can I go into next year without using it? So I will probably check with Keleva Plan to see if she has, well, I know she'll have one for 2026, but I'm going to check out her website and see if I will be ordering one. Yeah, so these are all the notebooks and planners that I used for 2025. I am, as you can see, if I buy a planner, I use it. I don't like just buying planners and not using them. And I make sure that they have a good purpose, and that if they don't serve a good purpose, then I probably shouldn't buy it. But the only one that's on here that doesn't have a good purpose is this little one, but it's so cute. How can I not buy it? Well, and then again, as I'm flipping through it, I'm like, okay, well, you did use it. Because like I said, I am pretty anal. Didn't fill these out. I'm very anal about owning something like this and not filling it out. So let me know what you think. I know a lot of people are like, she has so many planners. Does she really use them? The answer is yes, I do. All right, talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye.